Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Milwaukee Bucks are making a terrible start to the season, and for this reason rumors are increasing every day that star Giannis Antetokounmpo will request a trade and leave the team. The Warriors have always liked having big stars, and this is the opportunity to add Giannis Antetokounmpo and Stephen Curry and make an unbeatable team in the NBA. Trade rumors: Warriors want to form the best duo in the NBA with Stephen Curry and Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Milwaukee Bucks continue to struggle in the 2024-25 season, and it could mean the end of Giannis Antetokounmpo's stint with the franchise. Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks have lost their footing this season. With a terrible 1-6 record, the Bucks are the 15th seed in the Eastern Conference right now. Keeping that in mind, there have been reports that Antetokounmpo could ask for a trade. If the situation comes to it, the Bucks will have plenty of interest around the league for their superstar. Milwaukee Bucks trade Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Golden State Warriors. Milwaukee Bucks receive Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, DeAnthony Melton, Lindy Waters 3, 2026 second-round pick, via Atlanta Hawks, 2027 first pick, and 2028 second-round pick, via Atlanta Hawks. Golden State Warriors receive Giannis Antetokounmpo. If the Bucks greenlight this trade, they will essentially be heading toward a rebuilding phase. The young core of the Warriors have struggled to find consistent minutes under Steve Kerr. This move will allow them to develop into excellent players. Moreover, the Bucks may also trade away Damian Lillard to completely embrace a rebuilding phase. The franchise has been in a win-now state since Antetokounmpo bloomed into a superstar. For what it's worth, the Bucks did win the 2021 NBA championship. However, since then, the organization has struggled to win games consistently. Even if they have had a good regular season, their woes continued in the postseason. They may need to part ways with head coach Doc Rivers as well, who has failed to get the best out of the Bucks' current core. For the sake of argument, if the Bucks keep Lillard on the roster, here's how the roster will look like. Following the departure of Klay Thompson, the Warriors already took a big hit to their core. With Stephen Curry and Draymond Green also in the twilight years of their careers, the championship window is closing fast for the franchise. Although the Dubs are doing well this season, with a 6-1 start to the season, getting a player of Giannis Antetokounmpo's caliber will truly make them a favorite to win it all. Curry can dominate teams from behind the three-point line, while Antetokounmpo can wreak havoc inside the paint. To top it off, they will still have the defensive prowess of Green to aid the two superstars. If this hypothetical trade goes down, here's how the team's potential starting five and bench will look like. Proposed Golden State Warriors depth chart. Starting five: Stephen Curry, Gary Payton 2, Draymond Green, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Tracy Jackson Davis. Bench: Kyle Anderson, Brandon Podziemski, Buddy Hield, Moises Moody, Kevin Looney. The NBA has no answer for surprise Warriors player right now. Even the most optimistic Warrior fans couldn't have expected this. Early July, Buddy Hield immediately drew comparisons as the obvious replacement for outgoing franchise legend Klay Thompson. Yet given Thompson's status as a 5x All-Star, 4x NBA champion and one of the greatest players in franchise history, there was rightfully some conservatism on extending the comparison too far. However, after Hield produced an historic 5-game stretch to start the season, Houston Rockets head coach Ime Udoka had no qualms about comparing the two veteran sharpshooters. Klay Thompson all over again. That's how they're using him, Udoka said of Hield prior to Saturday's enthralling contest between the Rockets and Warriors at Toyota Center. Teams are perilous to stop Warriors guard Buddy Hield at the moment. Udoka may have been well in tune with what Hield had been doing heading into Saturday's game, but that doesn't mean he was able to come up with a plan to stop it. the 31-year-old had 14 points on a perfect 5 of 5 shooting in the first half, including another 4 made threes as Golden State built an imposing 28-point lead. Houston mounted an unlikely and impressive comeback that ultimately took the game to overtime, but Hield still finished with an equal game-high 27 points and 7 rebounds on 9 of 14 shooting from the floor and 6 of 10 from three-point range. Hield has now scored between 21 and 28 points in 5 of his first 6 games, and is averaging 22.2 points on 51.6% shooting and 51.7% from beyond the arc. He's come off the bench in all but one game, averaging 25.3 minutes per game. To put his scoring rate into context, Hield is 4th in the league in points per 36 minutes, minimum 15 minutes played this season. The only 3 ahead of him are LaMelo Ball, Anthony Davis, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, who've combined for 18 All-Star appearances. Many believed that Hield would come in and fill some of the shooting void left by Thompson, yet even the most optimistic Warrior fans would have to be surprised by the fact he's proving a genuine offensive weapon that teams are struggling to stop. Just like the Warriors as a team, extending the form further into a challenging schedule will be a huge question mark for Hield. Following Monday's game against the Washington Wizards, Golden State will face 3 elite teams in the Boston Celtics, Cleveland Cavaliers, and Oklahoma City Thunder. For now, outside the one game the Warriors lost against the LA Clippers, teams have been unable to stop Hield, and the way Kerr and the coaching staff have seemingly rejuvenated his offensive role. Golden State Warriors. Warriors among 3 teams with impressive offense-defense feat. The Warriors are off to a hot start to the 2024-25 NBA season on both the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. Golden State is one of 3 teams with a top 10 offense and defense this season, joining the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics. Teams with a top 10 defense and offense this season: Celtics, Cavaliers, Warriors. Behind a deep bench and revitalized play from Draymond Green and Steph Curry, the team has the 4th best offensive and 2nd best defensive ratings in the NBA. While the sample size is small, the 6-1 Warriors appear poised for a strong season. The development of youngsters Jonathan Kuminga, Tracy Jackson-Davis, and Brandon Podziemski have given Golden State a much-needed boost in athleticism and energy on both sides of the ball. Throw in the prolific three-point shooting from Buddy Hield and Lindy Waters III, and you have the makings of a contender in the Western Conference. Of course, the schedule has been very favorable to Golden State so far, with 3 big tests looming. Road games against the Celtics, Cavaliers, and the undefeated Oklahoma City Thunder will be eye-opening. A winning record in those games would restore confidence and belief in a Golden State squad that has taken its lumps since winning the 2022 NBA Finals. After 2 seasons of lackluster performances, the Warriors appear to be back in contention for a deep playoff run.